I know. Where do I even start from? I've been gone for months and there's no excuse, literally. I have no excuse. But hey, if you're just new here, welcome back to the channel, Personal Finance Mastery channel, where we talk about all things money management and money multiplication. I know you probably wondered why I've not made a lot of posts in the last couple of months. No excuses. I've just not been consistent. I've been working behind the scenes, trying to set up a business, the life of entrepreneurship, the life of scaling businesses is anything but easy. And so that's why I've been gone. And a lot of you have been asking me, hey Paul, hey Shay, hey, when are you going to come out with new content? We miss your content. So here am I. I do have this promise though. I know I promised it last time, but this time around I'm going to be consistent. Even if it takes time, because right now, as you can see, I'm in the car. There's no excuse. I have to get it done. I have to get it done. So I'm planning to be doing it every week, just either before I go to work or during lunch break or after work. I must take out time and make a recording. If I'm in the car, could be I'm in the cafe, could be I'm in the studio, wherever I am, I'm going to get my phone out. I'm going to go in live. So with that said, without further ado, I'm coming in with a banger today. Actually, today's topic is going to be how I plan to enter Q2 on a high note, on a financial basis, right? We are zooming towards the end of Q1. Before you know it, end of March will be here and Q1 will be here. And like I always say, you are the CEO of your finances. A lot of us don't get to be CEOs. Some of us may not be business owners, may not be business leaders, but we are guaranteed to be CEO of our lives and more importantly, of our finances. And so in this session today, I'm going to be sharing how I, Paul, trying to end my Q1 on a high note and carry that momentum going into Q2 to ensure that my finances are always either tracking according to plan or exceeding to plan. Or if they're not going according to plan, what can I do to steady ship back on plan and keep achieving plan or going over? And so the number one thing you want to start off is number one, what's your north point? Or what's your north star? Or what's your red dot? Or some people say, what's your goal? You have to have something added to. Imagine going on a trip and not going and not know where you're going to. You probably don't go anywhere, right? So the number one thing you want to do is determine where am I going to? What are my goals for 2026? What are my financial goals for 2026? Personally, as a personal finance master, my number one goal is investing and money multiplication. Number two is earning more money this year. Number three is saving more money. Number four is cost cutting. And so for you as an individual, as a family, I want you to have like goals set for your family as a personal finance. Take some time out and understand what is important to you as an individual, like financially. Like what do you want to achieve this year? Some people don't like having multiple goals. Some people have one goal. It doesn't matter. Just pick one thing because that way you're able to tell what you are going to be able to achieve going forward. So personally, like I said, my goal is like to invest more this year, to earn more, to save more money, because there's a difference between saving and investing, and there's a difference between cost cutting and living optimally. So those are the four goals. One of the things, like when it comes to investment, again, have some key goals. What are you trying to invest in? What are you like? How much? Know your numbers. Like, what are your numbers? Like, how much do you want to invest? And what is investment really? At the core of investment is money multiplication. That's it. So, what are your plans to multiply your money? Your earned income or your inherited income, whatever it is, what's your plan to invest it and multiply it as you go forward? Because in that case or in that way, that's how you're going to know if you're achieving your goals and what your goals are. You want to earn more money. Like how much do you want to earn? $100,000, $1 million, $1 billion. What are your goals, right? You have to know your numbers offhand. You have to know them like at the back of your hand. How much do I want to earn this next month? How much do I want to invest in this next month? And if you want to save money, how much do you want to save? How much do I have in savings? 10,000, 10 million, whatever it is, have those in numbers and then work from there. If you want to cut costs, By how much do you want to cut your cost by? Is it by 5%? Is it by $2,000? Is it monthly? Is it yearly? Is it quarterly? For me, as an individual, as a family, one of the ways I want to cut my costs is I figured I could cut it by 10%. Now, 10% on a monthly basis is about like $500 or $400 or so for my family. And so we're thinking about how can we cut down the expenses for the for the month. Now, the reason why we're cutting down the expenses is it's not because things are bad. We're just trying to optimize. Again, think like a CEO. I remember when I was in corporate America as a product manager way back, like one of the things that we talked about was how to cut cost of producing the same material, of producing the same product while keeping the quality of materials the same and keeping the quality of customers happy while lowering our costs, right? And so you want to tackle those four goals. That's what I had as a person. I don't know what yours might be, but usually a lot of people have like one of them, two of them. People want to give more, right? That could be a giving goal. Like this, like even for me to write, I'm planning to also give more because the more I earn, the more I invest, the more returns I have, the more I can give, right? To my church, to friends, to families, to philanthropic organizations, right? You want to be able to give more if those are your goals. And so now that you have your goals laid out, you want to now think about it, right? Next steps, track it. Track it. How are you progressing on those goals so far? So, like I said, if you're like my family, like our goals this year is money multiplication, increase earning more money, not investing, saving more money, and cost cutting, right? So we are tracking it. And so, what does tracking look like for us? We have a budget, and we also have like a tracker for our goals, right? So you too as a person, what is your tracking mechanism? If your goal is to cut your cost this year, how are you tracking it? Are you looking at your bank statements? Are you looking at your budget on a monthly basis? Are you tracking your daily expenses? Right? How are you getting across with that? You always want to think about that every time. How am I tracking? Because if you don't track it, how would you know if you're making progress, exceeding progress, or not making progress at all? So your number one thing to do is track it. Track and review your progress. Going back to my example of when I was a product manager, every quarter or at the end of each quarter, like the next week or two after the end of a quarter, we would have a meeting as a team, as a department to see how much did we sell compared to our forecast, how much did we lose compared to our forecast, and how much did we gain. Same mindset to apply to your finances. Track your spending. How much did you spend so far from January to March? How much did you save, right? How much did you invest? For me as a family, like I said, for on the money multiplication side, we already started the process, but we haven't started seeing any returns yet. But we'll probably see some returns towards end of the year. But we can track little steps, right? How much did we put down for an investment? If it comes to earning more money, tracking it. If you're trying to increase your, like my wife is trying to find a new role, right? That's our own way to earn more money. For me, earning more money is finding new clients for my businesses, for my remodeling business, for my personal finance business, for my Christmas light business. I'm already working on how can I grow my lead gen? What offers can I make to my clients that would bring me more money while also bring them more value? That's on the earning more side. Now on the saving side, for us, actually, we're actually behind on this one because we haven't started saving as much as we want to save because things came up. No excuses. Again, remember, you are tracking. So for us as a family, like we are seeing it like, oh, for this quarter, we didn't reach our savings goal. The next step is to think about why, right? We're gonna get there on the next step, but it's to think about like, am I tracking towards my goal? Hey, Seth, hey, Sandra. Yeah, some people are saying hi in the chat. But you want to think about like how are you doing when it comes to achieving your goals, right? Like tracking it. And for us, again, on the cost-cutting side, we're actually doing well here. We've been able to month over month reduce our costs as we plan, and we're actually tracking well. But the secret of this that we know that we're doing well in our cost cutting, we are doing well in our earning more capacity and investing more, but not doing well in our saving is because we have track. The multiple things we use, like I said, we have a budget, right? Our budget shows us how much we spend in a month, on a weekly basis, basically. Our budget also shows us how much I have a surplus. Then I have a tracking for my own investment game, right? How much am I putting towards my investments? How much am I putting towards my plans to multiply my money? Then for my wife too, she's tracking how much she's going to earn and for the month, like on the quarter, like how much will she make by the end of Q1? Maybe she gets a raise, she gets a promotion, looking for a new role. You have to track it. The more you can track and the more you can keep record of what you're doing, the better for your finances and for your lifestyle. Like, that's it. And so, as you can see, I'm sharing what is going well with my own family, with my own finances, because in the hopes of all of this, I want you to be doing well too. I want you to be shining high, going bright. And the way you can do this, like I said, as I started, number one is having your goals. And number two, tracking and reviewing. If you are trying to cut your costs, like think about it. What was your target to cut your cost? Were you trying to cut eating out, or trying to cut your rent, or trying to cut or shopping? I don't know. And one of the things that people like about me is that I don't tell you what to cut out, because I really can. Everybody has different lifestyles, different emotional attachments to money. So it's up to you. The way I do it is my priority is not your priority. I just like to know how much you want to cost, either dollar wise or percentage wise. Have a strategy, or have an end goal. Sorry, have an end goal in mind, and then develop your own strategy to get there. My goal is just to guide you, or to share. Like for me now, one of the ways I'm cutting down on my own spending is doing less shopping. As much as I'm a personal finance master, I like to look good. I like to wear nice stuff. I like nice watches, nice shoes. I'm probably not doing all that this year. I'm also cutting down on my trips. Last year, I did a lot of lifestyle trips. I went to this place. I took this trip here. I did weekend getaways. I did like little like 2, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4 night getaways, right? But this year, I'm saying like, no, I'm actually not going to do that this year. Now, again, tracking, like I said before, we're not doing well on our savings goal, right? Like, the reason why I know that is because of, again, tracking. I'm seeing. And in all fairness, something came up, right? I'm going to talk about it as to the why, like what went well, what's going on. But I can see that from our family standpoint, or from our finances, we did not do well financially in terms of saving. We did not reach our savings target. Hence, guess what? We are behind. But that's not the end of the world. Remember, like I said in my previous videos, it's okay to stumble as long as you fail forward. You have to be comfortable failing forward, and don't make it an habit, right? It's not an habit. Try to envision yourself like, okay, give myself grace. I trapped myself this last time. What can I do next time to become better? And then from there, you move forward with that. Now, the third step, you have to identify your gaps and strengths. So if you're tracking towards your goals or doing well financially, what is the reason for it? Like, why are you doing that? Like, are you tracking your money properly? Did you get a raise? Have you been watching your spending? Whatever it is, what went well? Like, why is it going well? So for us as a family, the reason why we are on track on our investment, or we're on track with our cost cutting, is because we are actually conscious about what we want to end our year on. So for you to what's going on well for you? Are you doing in your cost cutting but not doing well in your savings? Like, we are not doing well in our savings, right? We're going to talk about what did not go well. But what's going well for us is like the earning more capacity, right? Why are we earning more? Because we're putting in efforts. I'm applying more add money into my businesses to get more leads, right? My wife on the other end is going for a raise or going for a promotion. And on the investment side too, I'm in the process of scaling my remodeling business. And so that for me too is my way to increase my earning potential, right? So those are the things that are going well for us. On the flip side, what's not going well for you? Maybe you are spending more than you planned. Why are you spending more than you planned? Did you run into unforeseen emergencies? Were you careless? Did you forget did something come up? Like, for us as a couple, something came up this like in January, February, and we actually spent about $6,000 out of plan. Like it just came out like, whew, something happened, then we had to really scramble together and it cost about 6K. So there we go with our savings, right? Savings is out of the window for the first couple months. But guess what? We're not going to rely there. We're not going to remain there. We are going to try and figure out, okay, this happened. What can we do to become better next time? We as a couple are going to try to figure out what can we do better to avoid not being on track with our savings. For you as a person, what could your own be? Maybe you spent more than you plan to spend this quarter. Why? Maybe you didn't cut your cost as much as you planned. Why? Was it because maybe you were tired, you ate out more, or did you have an event that made you shop? I don't know. That's up to you. But like I always say, you have to be honest with yourself. You have to always think about like what went wrong and why. Because it's not just about knowing what went wrong. Like, oh yeah, I know. I used my credit card. Oh, my sister called me for money. Oh, I had a funeral. Oh, I had a wedding. I don't know. Whatever your own reason is, figure it out and be honest with yourself. Like, again, using my example of when I was a corporate, we will talk about like if we didn't reach our sales goal for the quarter, like why? Do we lose on pricing? Or was it because we're backlog on orders? Or is it because we lost a customer? We would deep dive with our different regions to understand like why did we achieve our goals for Q1 and what went wrong. Like let's understand the reasons as much as possible. Some things you cannot control. Example, maybe a customer shut down his business. You can't really control that one, right? But if you can control you lost a business, why did you lose a business? Because you had poor customer service, high price. It could be because the client was no longer fit for our company because the client was complaining. Whatever it is, figure out your why. Like in my own case, I know my why. Like something came up. In your own case, figure out your why as to see why you didn't make your goals or make a lot of progress on your goals, and be honest with yourself. Okay, and then that said, one thing about what can be better, right? What can be better for us? Even though like me, I'm a personal finance master, right? I still make mistakes. So for me, what's going to be better is I want to review my savings target. Like, what can be better? Did I really target well for savings? And when these things come up, how do I see? Do I dip into my previous savings to cover unforeseen expenses, or do I better more plan? Whatever it is, like we are working on it right now, like thinking like how can we avoid the emergency that came up? Not avoid, but how can we better prepared for it? Like what can be better, right? What can be better is we can have some cash flow. Like, do we set so much of a high goals, or what did we do wrong with our spending that could be much better? These are the things you have to think about, like as a family. What could be better for you? For me too, what can be better is like I could do more with more lead gen. Like I'm an entrepreneur, right? I get my leads, I get clients. So I'm thinking, oh, for what can be better is I can increase my ad spend. I can increase my outreach. Example now, I'm back to my making content. What can be better is I can do more content that is helpful to people, that will give you the guidance and the strategy you need to succeed as a personal finance master. Lay out these steps. These are things I even have my own notes, right? You have to lay out these steps. Think about it. Like I said, the number one step was what are your goals? Number two, tracking and reviewing it. Number three now is identifying gaps and weaknesses. What is going well for you? What is not going well for you? And what can be better? Number four now is laying out your action plans. Now you know what is going well, what is not going well, what can be better. What are you going to do about it? A lot of you struggle with money management in terms of like cutting your costs, or with trying to save money. Like you have the money, but then you forget to save it because things come up. Lay out a plan. It could be auto pay. It could be having a budget finally. Some of you don't even have budget sheets. Like a lot of people I talk to don't even have budget. They just wing it through their debit card. It could be closing your credit card account, which I think it's a little bit extreme, but it just depends. It could be finding yourself in a new job if you're trying to earn more. It could be applying. Like, what are your action plans going forward? This is how I'm going to do my own Q2. My own action plans is I've already identified areas I can pull to increase my earning capacity. I've already identified areas I can pull to continue to invest my money so I can multiply it. I've already identified areas I can pull to lower my costs further just to get back to my savings goal, right? An example is like instead of having a big anniversary event, probably like a small thing this year. Me and my wife will be 5 years in marriage, and instead of us doing our typical like big trips, probably do something very small this year. We're still going to mark it, but to be small, right? Those are action plans. I don't know what yours could be. Yours could be downsizing an apartment. Yours could be taking that step of hiring a broker for your stocks portfolio. Yours could be going out to look at houses for your real estate investments. Yours could be going out to find friends or to find businesses to invest in, get more money for you at the end of the year. Whatever it is, lay out your action plan and make sure it ties back into achieving your goals and what went well or what went wrong. What is working, double down on it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's working well, keep doing it. If it's not working well, what's your action plan? Stop doing it, right? You don't want to do the same thing over and over again and expect a different result. What do they call that? Like, is that insanity? Yeah, insanity, right? It's doing the same thing and expecting the same result over and over again. It's getting hot now. Right now, I'm in Charlotte, Carolina. Whew, it's getting hot in spring. And so I'm drinking cold water to get myself together. But you have to think about what's your action plan, right? What's your action plan for the next quarter? What are you going to do well? What are you going to start doing? What will you stop doing? What will you increase in doing, right? You got to think about it. These are two different things. What will you start doing? What are you going to stop doing? And what are you going to increase in doing? So if you have been tracking your, let's say an example of you increasing what you're doing is if you have been tracking your spending on a monthly basis, maybe track it on a weekly basis. If you're trying to increase your saving, maybe instead of saving $20, you say, you know what, this month I'm going to do what, $100. If you're trying to stop doing something, maybe you are very prone to spending money on the fly, use your debit card. I have a student of mine who this quarter, she's determined to cut her spending. Now, she's not, I guess we wouldn't call her like, she's a break even. What she earns, she spends. No debt, no savings. So this month, she wants to have more savings. So our goal is to actually spend money from our debit card and debit card of our checking account, not our savings account. That's one thing she will stop doing. For me too, as a person, what I'm going to stop doing this year, this month, or this Q2, I'm going to stop being carried away. That's it. Stop being carried away by emergency. Like, I'm going to stop doing this on the fly. Like, even if there's emergency, I got to think and think, what can I do better? Like, yes, if it's hospital, okay, is there a payment plan? Or can I ask for negotiation? Or can I ask my insurance company to take care of it? Like, stop me acting on the impulse. Like, let me think through and think, how can I do better, right? On my finances. And then what am I going to start doing? I'm going to be more mindful, right? There are different things you can start doing from a standpoint of growing financially that will help you a lot. You have to be honest with yourself. What is your action plan? What is your plan to become a great money manager? What is your plan to become a great money multiplier? What is your plan to become a personal finance master? How does it align to your plans to become better at what you're doing? Those are the things that I think about, right? And then once you lay out your action plans, number 5, get to work. This is where a lot of people get stuck up. They determine, yes, I'm going to do a budget. Yes, I'm going to be tracking my expenses. Yes, I set up my auto pay. Yes, I set up my savings account. But then they don't follow through on it. Get to work. Imagine saying you're going to be a married person, but you just sit back there and don't get to work to meeting new people, or you don't get to work on like talking to people. Like people text you, you don't respond. How are you going to be married, right? Or you're trying to get a new job, but then you don't want to get to work to applying for jobs or going out to events, meeting people, or expanding your network on LinkedIn or Facebook, like whatever it is, get to work. Get to, like, lay out your plan and get to work. Like, you have to get up, not just talk. So many people talk about it. Oh, I want to be better at my money. Oh, I want to be better at my this. I know I can be better. Okay, great. You know you can be better. What are you going to do to be better? Right? When are you going to get started? Don't say I'm going to get started next week. Like, what can you do today, right now? What can you think of you can do? Get to work on implementing. It's easier said than done. You can talk all the talk. Oh, I'm going to have my budget tracking. Oh, I'm going to stop using my credit cards. Oh, I'm going to stop borrowing money. Oh, I'm going to stop spending what I do. Okay, great. How do you get it started? Implementing is the biggest part. All people can talk. Few people act. Like they say, action speaks louder than words or than voice, whatever they say, right? The more you do, the more results you get. I cannot stress this enough. And number two, be consistent. This is where people also miss the line. They start well and then they give up. No, don't be like me too. Like, I was posting like consistently, weekly. Then I got busy with work, like with this business, like with this coaching. I got busy with my Christmas light business. No, not an excuse, but I didn't continue. Right? I was busy trying to scale up my business. I was busy trying to employ people for my business. I was busy trying to get more clients for my business, and I forgot to do my number one community service, which is like posting great content for you guys to learn from. Right? And so for me, too, I can learn to be consistent. It doesn't have to be easy. Like, I think about consistency like when you have kids. You know your kids have to take a shower, they have to eat, do their assignments, right? Even when it's not easy for you, you just get on the bed, you put them up to go take a shower. You get your kids up to go and have their breakfast or their lunch, right? You have to do it every day. Even when it's not easy for you. Same way like me. Right now, I'm very, very busy. But I say, you know what? I'm going to take out time to make my content. It doesn't matter if I'm in the car. So I'm saying that going forward, I could be in my car, I could be on lunch break, I could be in the studio, I could be in the office. It don't matter. As much as I can get 30 minutes, 1 hour of time to record a video, I'm going to do it. Tracking your money doesn't have to be easy. Nobody says it's going to be easy. And it doesn't have to be fancy. Like, if you just have to like give yourself 10 minutes every day, it's okay. Let me look at my transactions. Let me look at my statements. Let me look at my expenses. I'm doing every day. Consistency. Week in, week out. Month in, month out. Quarter in, quarter out. Year in, year out. You are doing the same thing. You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. Even me too. I'm talking. Let's hope I can be here too same time next week, right? You have to be consistent in what you're doing. Fortune favors the consistent, not the brave, in my own case, right? You got to be consistent. So, like I said, number one is get to work. Number two, be consistent. And number three, don't give up. You're going to fail. Like I said, even me, the great Paul, I lost track of my savings goal. Take my savings goal for the quarter that I planned to. It doesn't matter what happened. It's happened. I'm moving forward. I'm going to do something this upcoming quarter to become better and to improve my savings capability or to increase my savings number. I can't save enough money. No, I can't. Saving is not like living on saving is not like you to live poor or live under the bridge. So many companies have tens of billions of dollars on cash and they still keep making more money. They still keep trying to save. They even cut costs. They try to lay off employees, cut down on travel or spending on events. Because why? You cannot have too much of cash. Warren Buffett has like what? Hundreds of billions of dollars in cash for his company. He's still looking for more dividends. You cannot have a lot of cash. You can only have shortage of cash. You cannot have too much cash. Whatever it is for you, be consistent. Like I said, don't give up and get the work done. And so in this manner, I'd like to leave you behind with one thing. What are you going to do to get your Q2 on a high note? I have told you what I can do. As a recap, number one, determine your goals. Like, what do you want to achieve for the next Q2 or for the next year? Number two, or for this year. Number two, tracking and reviewing it. Like, once you align your goals, how are you tracking? How are you going to track to see if you're making progress? Number three, identify what is working and what not working. Like, what are your gaps? What are your strengths? Identify what is working. Number four, lay out an action plan. What's your plan? Right. Hire a coach. What? Save more money. Cut your spend. Invest more. Hire a broker. What? For the class. Go to an event. Whatever plans you have, lay it out. Whatever plans can help you achieve your goals. That's step one. Lay it out. Number four, do it. Do it, do it, do it. Okay, we have come to the end of the session for today. Thank you for watching. Thank you for replaying. Please subscribe and see you next time. Have a nice day.